Let's talk about sex as it pertains to my book, The Evolution of Love, and my philosophy, my approach to love and relationships. And basically, want to offer my advice on when new couples should have sex. Um, Basically, I think you should hold off on having sex, especially if you really are attracted and into each other. If things are going in the right direction, um, take as much time to build that trust and friendship until you can get to a point where you can each express honestly to each other that, that you love them as a person, as a human being, right? My definition of evolved love, that you love them and you love to be with them, but you love them in a way that's, if you want them to be happy. So if the day comes that they want to leave or be with someone else, you can let them go freely and love them just the same. That is unconditional, evolved love, and it's possible. I think first step is to just be conscious of that's where you should be striving to get to, and it takes time to get there with someone. And why do I suggest that you wait? A couple things. Number one, sex can be a bit scary for both men and women, right? They're exposing their emotions, and there's a fear that things might not work out right. That they might be playing with fire. Um, so that's not good. It also cheapens the experience of that sexual encounter. Secondly, when you've each demonstrated that respect and that patience, that you're willing to let it simmer, let it build up, and forego or prolong that experience, it builds the anticipation into something way more awesome than if you just rushed in, the first night or second date. If you're younger people, it's probably more tempting. I guess when I was in my 20s, it was more tempting to have those, one night stands or that sort of encounter as well. But you've been around the block a few times, and it's you get older, and it's just not that. It's not that important to have those kinds of experiences because, well, at least for me, that I know what sex can be when it's with someone I really love and like, and there's that trust there, and we spent that time to love each other, that would get to that level of love for each other. That sex just without that is just, I feel like you're kind of cheapening it. If you save it for those special people, it's more powerful with those people, and let's be real. We don't want to be too cavalier with our sexual attitudes. I mean, not in a judgmental way. You guys can think what you want about it, and whatever moral judgments you have about who to have it with and when. But if you're too cavalier about it, it's just sex, it's just like shaking hands, then you are not allowing sex to have that positive, be that positive thing that it could be, as much fun and as beautiful as it can be. And it's really about the most intimate thing you can do with another person. So I think it makes sense to be selective about who you're going to have those experiences with. What else can I say about that? Yeah, I mean, from my own experience, that is the time to do it when you can express. You each have that love for each other. Knowing full well, we may or may not work out forever, but whatever happens, that respect and that love of a friend is always going to be there. Then the fear is gone. You have a much stronger connection, and you can just enjoy the experience a whole lot more. It's more beautiful, it's more powerful, it's more fun. What else I feel like I have some other thoughts I wanted to express here. Well, sorry guys, I usually try and just kind of wing it and talk off the cuff when I think of a subject I want to talk about. I guess that covers it. Oh, no, here's one more piece of advice too. Not an important one, but for me, I think it's great when we've built that level of love and trust and friendship, and we're ready to make the physical connection. That first night together, we still don't have sex. but just lay in bed, cuddle, talk, and maybe you've done that before. But I think it's important to do that at least once, or twice, or a few times before, maybe the next morning, having that sexual encounter. Again, demonstrating that trust and friendship, having that secured makes the sexual encounter, the time you have together, way more fun, way more important. And I just think it's just good for your psychology. To at least have a philosophy about, be thoughtful about when and why and who you're going to have sex with. I think a lot of people, for lack of affinity for religious teaching, kind of swing the other way, and I'm just again, a total cavalier, one night stand, hook up on some social dating app and just have sex with whoever. Yeah, you can do that, and I guess it's better than nothing in a way, but in a way it's not, because then you're cheapening what sex could be. And the more you do that, I think, then the less satisfying it's going to be when you find that great partner. So that's my advice on the subject, and feel free to criticize. But again, like the philosophies and advice I share is really from my own experience. This is what works for me, and it works great. Yeah, I'm happy with my relationships, and I have no fear and no confusion about it. I just think I can help a lot of other people get to that point, to just be bold and fearless in chasing that great partner, because I think that's what we should be after in life. We only have one life, they say, right? So I think we should be really trying to find that one kick-ass, fun, great partner. And it's going to be hard to find, and you got to lose your fear if you're ever going to find that person. Hope that works for you, and keep the videos coming, hopefully. Have a good day.